Good day, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I find this a great privilege to represent the numerous voices of the Ghanaian majority concerning the recent economic slowdowns, rampant inflation that is menacing the standard cost of living for the ordinary Ghanaian and causing imminent harm to many local businesses across the country. Your Excellency, during your inaugural speech on the 7th of January 2017, you made a proclamation, and I quote, "Do not be spectators, but be citizens." Mr. President, this statement provides a platform to allow every Ghanaian to have a say and contribute their opinions for the better of our country. In this regard, I wish to inform you that majority of the citizenry are calling for immediate reshuffle of ministers, cabinet ministers, and some CEOs in your government. Mr. President, we saw reshuffle of ministers under President Kufuor, President Mills of blessed memory, and President John Dramani Mahama. Reshuffling of ministers does not necessarily make a minister incompetent. Neither does it reduce their legacy and capability to perform to satisfactory, but rather it opens more room for other competent citizens to contribute their quotas for our national development agenda. Your Excellency, a research conducted by our team of professional researchers and local medias prove that majority of Ghanaians are seeking for the immediate removal of the Minister for Finance and Economic Planning, Honorable Ken Ofori Atta, from the Office of the Finance. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, a lot of local companies are closing down on daily basis because of the state of our economy. And this has affected many jobs and rendered a lot of our young adults unemployed. As a businessman and a young entrepreneur, I have had the privilege to engage with various traders and other local entrepreneurs across the country. Mr. President, I would have you to know of a fact and truth that things are not well. Our foreign partners and investors are pulling out as a result of how shameless our cedi currency is falling in the past few days. Your Excellency, removal of the Minister for Finance will not in any way dent the well-achieved image and legacy, but rather employ other ideas and expertise to battle the ailing economy. The world is currently under a serious economic pressure, but there are possible ways to escape the menace. And one major contributing factor to curb the menace is to relieve the Minister for Finance from office with immediate effect. Your Excellency, Russia and Ukraine do not exist for us to exist. We are a separate world altogether. Practically, good policies and programs would make the difference. God has provided Ghana enough resources, viable enough to cater for our every need. But here we are. Drivers are still suffering. Nursing trainees are still suffering. Teachers are still suffering. Graduates are still suffering. Truck drivers are still suffering. Journalists are still suffering. Market women are still suffering. Fishermen are still suffering. Farmers are still suffering. Contractors are still suffering. Your Excellency, though some of us belong to the other political divide, we are still hopeful that you will take the risk to put things in place. Mr. President, would you heed to the call of every Ghanaian to dispel Honorable Ken Ofori Atta from office? Reshuffle the Economic Planning Committee, and let's see how new leadership and new ideas would help reduce the unimaginable collapse of our economy. Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, you have a legacy to protect. Take the wild initiative now for better for all. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. President.